updates on it, and I just want to kind of go through the timeline because so much has happened. So on August 12th, that's when the 911 call happened, and her boyfriend Brian Laundrie or Landry Laundry, sorry, Brian Landry, were talking to police, and there's even police footage. They were last seen in Salt Lake City on August 24th. Brian was spotted hitchhiking and even picked up by somebody on August 29th, and Brian finally returns home on September 1st. On September 11th, Gabby was reported missing. On 9/15, Landry was determined a person of interest. And then on 9/17, the parents say they hadn't seen him in over 3 days. 2 days later, on the 19th, remains were found in Grand Trenton? Is that how you say it? Trenton? Yeah. Remains were found in Grand Trenton. And on 9/20, the FBI raided Landry's house. On the 21st, Gabby's body was identified to be the remains that they found. And a warrant was issued for Brian Landry on 9/23. And in those charges, one of them is that he used her debit cards and withdrew about $1,000 from all her both of her accounts. And in the period where she was missing, so this is before her body was found, and she was still, they're still looking for her. So the question is, where the fuck is Brian?
Last we officially heard from him was that he went hiking and his car was found at his hiking spot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the parents, I think 3 days after he was supposed to come home, the parents went back. They found his car. There was a sticker on it that said it would be towed. They left it there for him in case he came back. And then the next day they end up getting the car. And then now I think the investigators have actually scaled back their search, and they're covering more of swampland of where they're at. Because it's a pretty big area, natural, and he's an avid hiker. He's used to kind of those trails in the wilderness. So I don't know if he's hiding or what, but yeah, I've heard rumors and conspiracies that he's in Puerto Rico or Mexico or wherever. People have said they spotted him, but I couldn't find confirmed reports of that.
Well, supposedly the one report I was watching was that the woods that he's hiding out in are one of the most difficult areas to survive. So unless he's a professional survivalist, I don't think he has much chance there.
His nickname Bear Grylls in college or something, or what?
Bear Grylls is a fake. We're survival man people.
Hey, that was the only professional survivalist that I know.
So
Katsuki, yeah.
Makes a good point.
Go ahead,
What's
Puzzle.
up, Katsuki?
Hi. They say there is no way in hell he's even in that reserve. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he just left his car there as a distraction and got picked up by someone else. Why would his parents be so chill if there was any worry that he wasn't totally fine? And that's a really good point. Why are his parents so calm about this?
Yeah, no, they definitely helped him. There's...
I mean, what if her parents got to him first?
So there was some, okay, I don't know if this is totally true. I couldn't find this when I was researching it earlier today, but I did see one telling of the dash cam footage from where they saw Gabby's van, on the side where the reserve or whatever it was, the park. Mm-hmm. And then they drove further down and they passed a truck with a man and a woman that looked like Brian's parents. And I don't know if this is true. I have not found any evidence of it, but looking at the dash cam footage, it kind of does look like his parents, but it's so fast, it's so grainy. I mean, it really could be anybody.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention, that F-150, I saw the video with NJ. They had a black with a yellow top toad in the back, and that's all they had. If you were camping and you drove by that car, you would think it was kind of suspicious because there was no camp gear in it.
Yeah.
At least
Because that was it was a rural campground. Like you were very spaced out from everybody. It was basically just you and your camping vehicle. And there was the one talk show person, YouTube blog, that mentioned there may have been a second person helping Landry with Gabby's body at that campsite. And so maybe potentially it was his parents. But why would they? Like, that's my biggest question to this is why? You know,
what
we know
happened?
that,
Yeah.
yeah, we know he was abusive. His parents were abusive, and she had been living with them for the past few months. So this girl's just broken down mentally.
Yeah, what the
For
fuck
what
happened?
reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think there could ever be like a justification, but why did it get to that point? And how did it get there? And why is his parents like aiding and abetting this? This is awful. Like if that's the case. But to Kazuki's point, his parents are super chill about the whole situation. The fact when he came back, he immediately lawyered up. He would not refuse to give a statement. He would not tell them where Gabby was, would actually cut all communication with Gabby's family. Like that is hella sus. And I understand trial by media is awful. Like the media has a news story and it just runs away with it, and maybe innocent people are put into a bind. But in this situation, he looks so fucking guilty by not saying anything at all.
Mhm.
And he's gone. Like he has to be gone.
Yeah, I don't see him resurfacing alive, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah. He's either gonna keep living his life out in another country that won't extradite him. Alrighty then. I have a noisy dog. Or like his body will pop up somewhere where we didn't expect it at all. Or he's gonna get
I
sloppy.
mean, tigers have really acidic stomachs, and if you just throw a little sardine oil on the person, they don't stop.
I recall learning that from a show a while ago.
Right?
Which is coming with a season 2 in November.
Oh,
And
maybe.
it just so happens to be that bitch down in Florida where this kid's hiding. I don't know.
I bet you anything he's heading with those goddamn tigers down in Florida.
But yeah, it's like he has done everything he could, knowingly or unknowingly, to seem completely suspect. But it's like
Yeah.
they're not getting a life payout insurance from Gabby, as far as I'm aware. I haven't done research on that, so I'm just kind of pulling that from the hip. So it just, why even go on a cross country trip with her? You're just gonna push her out in Utah.
Did he make a mistake?
That's what I was gonna. Well, I don't know if you can say a mistake,
No,
but
no.
I think the story's gonna come out that it was a abusive relationship, and that one night it went too far, and panic set in, and that's what it seems like. This whole story seems panicky. So
Was that same night that they got pulled over on the highway where he was supposed to go to a hotel and she was supposed to sleep in a truck? Do we have footage from that hotel of him entering and either him leaving or her entering?
I haven't seen
No
anything
idea.
with that. I didn't even
Yeah.
thought to look for it. I'm sure investigators though are holding a lot of things to their chests though, just to because it's so high profile.
Yeah. At this point, they can't risk releasing any more information, or else, what's his face will just bounce, and Gabby Petito will never get justice.
Yeah.
To me, it's like salt in the wound. He took money out of her account when she was already dead, right? At least that's what the activity shows. And then, like everything is lining up to be what we're all expecting it to be. Like he did it. He knew what he was doing. These are calculated moves. And this person, her family deserves justice. This poor girl. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
they at least deserve to know why, to know what happened, right?
Yeah.
Like it was. you're not glad for any of this situation, but it was a good thing to hear that they were able to recover her body and identify it. At least they can get that kind of closure and give her a proper funeral and like pay their respects.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
fuck this dude.
You're scum, Brian.
Well, that wraps up another great episode, and don't forget to join our amazing and supportive community on Discord.
In our Discord, you can find game nights, watch parties, food pics, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. What's not to love about that? We have a little something for everyone. Head over to our website, officialmillennials.com, and you'll find more info, especially our featured Gamer of the Week.
Speaking of something for everyone, we have a book club. We read a book almost every month and talk through it together. We also have a special perk for our subs to discuss other books in a series called Chapter 2.
Don't forget to swing by YouTube and drop us a follow at Official Millennials. You can also find us on Twitter at MillsOfficial. We appreciate all the support, and y'all have a good one.
This is an Official Millennials production.